Conference. Call local Mark today.
So I know we're all excited. We have flipped the calendar to the month of October. Fall is finally here and we're all eager to get out and soak up every minute of it that we can. We have traveled up this morning to Monroe County to talk with Blaina Best, who is the Director of Tourism here for Monroe County. What a beautiful place you get to call home.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here, and we are very excited about fall. It is what we call one of the most fun seasons here in the Cherokee National Forest, and we certainly enjoy fall on the Cherokee Skyway National Scenic Byway.
So I want to get a little bit of a history lesson from you, and then we'll look ahead to the fun you're going to enjoy over the course of the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Yes.
But I've never been here before, and I've long
welcome.
heard about it, and I asked you the origin of the name, Cherokee.
Yes.
You said it's a creation because the people here got together and said, we're going to make our own road and connect ourselves to places beyond.
Absolutely. So as we were talking earlier, the Cherokee Skyway was definitely a grassroots effort. We had a lot of aspirational people in Tellico Plains that really were true visionaries. And as the Cherokee Skyway was being completed, what to name it definitely came up, and a lot of different ideas were shared. But at the end of it, they decided, how could we join both Tennessee and North Carolina and honor the fact that we are going right through national forests too, in fact. So we have the Cherokee National Forest in Tennessee, and we have the Nantahala National Forest in North Carolina. So they took some of Cherokee and Nantahala and created the Cherokee Skyway.
Okay, so as I'm sure you're already imagining and perhaps know, this is a prime place to come and enjoy the fall foliage.
Absolutely.
So I have in my hand, Blaina got up and said, oh, let me share this with you, so we'll share it now with you. When you stop by the visitor center where we are this morning, they will give you these guides, and it's a week by week guide because the elevation is so greatly different of where you want to go during the season.
Absolutely. So what is really nice about the drive on the Cherokee Skyway is that we have a beautiful elevation change. So you're not going to get here and have peak foliage everywhere. So there's an opportunity for you to enjoy peak foliage throughout the entire month of October, and depending when you travel with us and come visit, depends on the elevations that have peaked. So we have shared the overlooks that you should stop at and enjoy the views if you're looking for that peak foliage color.
Okay, so you come for the foliage perhaps, but then you want to have some fun while you're here. So y'all capitalized on the week by week, and there's always something different going on during the season. So for example, October 10th, that's one of the weeks for a peak part of the viewing of the leaves changing. You've got your Taste of Monroe.
We do, and that just happens in the next city over in Madisonville. And so it's a very short drive from Tellico Plains. So if you're staying overnight with us, it's a perfect opportunity for you to head over there and enjoy one of my favorite events in the fall, to see the community come together and our local restaurants really showcase the best of the best.
Throughout the month, really beginning now all the way through the end of October, y'all have a vineyard here. You can come and pick your own muscadines and grapes.
And that's also right over the next town in Madisonville, and that's Solly Notch Vineyard. And for anyone who has not been able to visit Solly Notch, it's a stunning place. You have views of the Unicoi Mountains that are absolutely breathtaking, and they do wine tastings. So you can head on over there and you can actually pick muscadines yourself right off the vine.
We were talking about the history that is here. I was discussing that even though 1958, when the highway began to be built, right? Do I have that right? The byway rather. That's history in and of itself, but you can go back 200 years to Fort Loudoun, which is here.
Yes.
So in November, y'all have a really fun weekend to honor that history, right?
Yeah, so we have Fort Loudoun State Park in Vonore, and that's also a very short drive away from Tellico. So Tellico is a great place to be a hub, to stay with us and lodge with us, and then branch out to those wonderful locations. And Fort Loudoun has Garrison Weekend as an opportunity to basically reenact 18th century at the fort. And so you will see living history in action, and it is a really cool experience for the entire family. So it would be worth making a plan just to come down for that event for.
You mentioned the entire family. I don't want to leave out mid-October-ish. Y'all have a fall festival that's happening here.
We do, and it's actually the Cherokee Skyway Festival, and it has become one of our most popular festivals in the region. And we just have an opportunity to celebrate the history and heritage of this region and to enjoy fall and all that fall has to offer.
You were lucky enough to be born and raised here, right? You grew
Yes,
up in
ma'am.
Tellico and lived in
Absolutely.
Madisonville, and you kind of seen it all.
Well, I mean, especially in this region, but when you feel like you are on, living in heaven on earth, you definitely don't want to live anywhere else. So it's very much a blessing.
You've got the visitor center set up, I think, in really a great way because it's intended to be a stopping point. Yes. So often you cannot stop in as a visitor center and think I'll figure it out on my own. But this is a big space and a lot to see.
Absolutely, yes.
So you also have, you're showcasing the artists who are here, and you have their wares for sale.
We have a local artisan section in the visitor center that allows you to not only experience Monroe County as a whole, our entire county, but to really be immersed in what we have to offer. So you can pick up pottery that has been made right here in Tellico Plains, or you can pick up candy that was made in Sweetwater at Blanton's. So it really, truly is a cool experience just to come here at the visitor center to get the information that you need and to maybe go away with some really cool gifts or souvenirs that you can't find anywhere else.
A couple of times you have mentioned if you want to stay the night.
Yes.
Some people are campers, some people are glampers. You see it all, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
So for anybody who's looking for a non-tent experience when they come here, if they go to your website, can they get some suggestions? Or
we have all of our lodging options on our website under stay. So that can vary from, we have a couple of different hotel selections in Sweetwater, but here in Tellico Plains we have lodging that looks like glamping. We have obviously camping, but we also have cabins and we have bed and breakfasts, and of course opportunities on Airbnb that they can have that whole house experience. So there's definitely unique lodging opportunities here in Monroe County and in Tellico Plains to make sure that it's not just about going somewhere and spending the night, but you're being immersed in your vacation 100% of the time.
And the fall foliage schedule that you shared with us this morning, is this available on the website
It is.
too?
So it's also on our website and on our social media pages. We have it pinned to the top. So you can go to Facebook or Instagram, visit Monroe TN, or even go to the Cherry Skyway page and see this information.
Just looking at it this morning has me eager to put on my hiking boots. So thank you so much for letting us come in. Make sure you pay them a visit and ask for Blana if she's not the smiling face to welcome you in when you come to the visitor center. And take a few minutes to come and really look around. They'll guide you on your way to your first stop and welcome you to Monroe County. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Local 3 is celebrating Dollywood's Fall Harvest Festival. You could win family 4-packs of tickets to Dollywood or a grand prize including entry tickets, tasting passes, and parking. Head on over